Hey there, welcome to a brand new episode of Muzikxpress. My name is Twan, and in this week's vlog you will see my interview with Dune and the story behind Can't Stop Raving. But before we start with the interview, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and very important, also make sure to click the bell button, because then you will get a notification the next time a new vlog is online. Alright, here it is, the story behind Can't Stop Raving, my interview with Dune. Enjoy! In the mid-90s, Dune became one of the most successful dance acts from Germany. You might know Dune from hit singles such as Hardcore Vibes, Can't Stop Raving, Rainbow to the Stars, and Are You Ready to Fly, for example. Oliver Froning, a.k.a. Dune, is still active in the scene, and you can see him on stage almost every weekend. In my previous interview, we already spoke about the Dune debut single Hardcore Vibes, but for this week's vlog, I did ask him to share the story behind the Dune classic Can't Stop Raving. My first question to him was if there was something that inspired them when they started to work on the track.
I was inspired by the music that I was listening to at that time. So I remember there was this, this was radio station, BFBS, BBC radio station in Germany. Mm-hmm. So BFBS was like the one who played in Germany, a radio station, and Steve Mason had his radio show, and he played a lot of like trance and dance music from all over the world, and I was really into it, and I was a DJ, and then I had like a lot of new music coming up, like Jungle, and we had like this huge hit before with Hardcore Vibes. So it was like a lot of enthusiastic into dance music. Yeah. So that inspired me to rave. Mm-hmm. So the words "I can't stop raving" came into my mind.
Yeah. So and let me see, because I have a question about that as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you came up with the title and the "I Can't Stop Raving" lyric.
Yes. Yes.
And then I heard that Tina Lago does sing the vocals on the track. So is it true that when she came to the studio there were no lyrics yet, and you wrote like everything in 50 minutes?
Yes, that's really true. Yeah. So we were in the studio. We left the studio in Ottmarsbocholt, the Principal Studios, and we moved into another studio. And she was supposed to come in the morning, and we didn't had the track finished then. So I was still working on the idea. So I sat down, and then I sat in the kitchen and I wrote down the lyrics. So it was like really quick, like really
15 minutes.
15 minutes before. Yeah.
So can you tell a bit more about the production process from I Can't Stop Raving?
So when we finished the lyrics, we already recorded like little pieces with Janine. So when she said I can't stop raving, so I had it on a data tape, it's like a tape, which is really like tiny. It was a digital recording on a tape, and we put this in a sampler and built it into the track, and we made this playback for Tina, and then she sang the lyrics on that day. And I think on the next day we had the finished product of the record. So it was really, really, really quick.
Yeah, this was a bit quicker than Hardcore Vibes.
Yes, it was. But I think there are a lot of producers and artists who agree that some tracks like they flow, like they are there.
Yeah, for the right mood and the right vibe.
Yes,
goes automatically.
Yes. I still have songs on my hard drive which I will work on like forever. Even when I did the Kate Bush song "Running Up That Hill," it was on my hard drive for 20 years. So some things take time.
Yeah. So do you still have some of the old equipment that was used for Can't Stop Raving?
Yes, I still have I love it. It's the Roland JD800, which is like a huge keyboard with lots of sliders. It doesn't have knobs. It only has like sliders, and it looks like really, really great. I still have the Clavier, the Nordlied 1, which sounds really amazing. A beautiful bass sound and really like a special filter. Mm-hmm. So if you have the chance to get a Nordlied 1, get the Nordlied 1. because I'm a huge fan. I have still, but we didn't use it, but the Supernova is also a great thing. Which I really liked in the production afterwards. What we used, like the Novation stuff. You have the, what was it called? Novation bass line. We find out. No, but we used the archive samplers, because samplers were like state of the art in the 90s, and then we used the Jedi 990, also the JV 1080 we used, because it was like the lead sound. It's like really special to make. So, and I got a lot of like other producers writing.
How did you do that?
How did you do the sound? How is it made? So yeah, there are a lot of sounds around which have the name Can't Stop Raving, but they sound similar. Yeah, it was really hard back in the days to tweak that sound, but it was like really great.
Yeah. So, what was the most difficult part of the production? Nothing.
Can't remember anything different in the production. No, it was fine. It was like there.
That's good. That's
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, after Hardcore Vibes was only a single, we were really under pressure by the record company to bring out more songs. So we completed the whole album after Hardcore Vibes. So the album was ready, but the second single wasn't. And we used the Can't Stop Raving sample already on the album with the other Can't Stop Raving version, because people are really wondering why is this version so different from the single, because they are completely tracks.
Yeah.
So it's basically a Dune song with the same title, but it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So we decided then this sample is so great. It's such a great title. It's was ist zu schade to.
It's a shame not.
It's a shame not to use it in a different different manner, in a different environment of song. So yeah, we used the sample again and called the title. And even when I wrote the lyrics, so my goal was to create like a really happy, open vibe with the lyrics, so that you are really positive. And still, every time I play that song, people love to sing. Everything's gonna be alright. I turn down the filter, and everyone is like really positive. And
this is my favorite Dune song for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So were you guys convinced from the start that the track would become a big hit in the clubs and in the charts?
I mean, once again, Hardcore Vibes was like high in the chart, and the expectation from the newborn fans and from the industry, from the record stores were like really big. So in back in the days, when you have a hit single out, the next song the people order the track already. So the shops were full with the song, and people could buy it, and it was like a huge success in Germany. I think it was 12.
I looked it up. It was a top 10 in Germany, the Netherlands, and Spain. So was it picked up straight away by the radio as well?
It was like really quick, because we had a video out which was really like fun to watch, and we would play it on Viva, which is really hard, because the biggest goal for that day, if you want to be successful and commercial with your music, was to get played on Viva and MTV.
Yeah.
So you got to have a video. So everyone was begging, I hope they take the video and play it. So if you like got on rotation on Viva and MTV, it was it helped you to grow in the charts, to go like higher and higher. So that was like good, and we hired companies which are connected to Viva and MTV, so it's like a helping business.
Yeah.
So you use tools that helped you to grow in the charts, and that came like really successful then.
So were you doing more Dune shows around that time?
We changed obviously from the ones we did.
What one track?
I mean, you can tell in the video, because Jens is in the video of Can't Stop Raving, standing with his cap and looking like this, like the guy from Ted Lasso, and because he's not like the front man.
Yeah, he likes to be more behind the scenes.
Yes. So and he asked, I'm not really into this. Can't you do this alone? I said, I can't go alone on stage. What should I do? I mean, then we decide maybe we'll get a singer, dancer, and maybe perform like a group. So that was our decision then. So I watched out in my hometown Münster. I had friends who were in dance studios, so I watched for dancers, and then I got the dancers, and then we created a show to go like on tour, because if you're successful, you are invited like everywhere. You had to go on to be live somewhere, because not only that your video is played, you have to perform live in the studios in front of television and everything. So that was the next goal there, and then with Can't Stop Raving, it started to be like a dance, more of a dance formation.
Because in the video we already see Verena, who later became the singer of Dune. So what was it around that time that you already knew, like, okay, this is going to be like the live act?
It drifted into the live act situation. I mean, I'm DJing for ages. I would have loved to just stand behind turntables, but I was like so happy that this thing was so successful at that time that I agreed to end like nearly everything. Let's do it. If it's successful, okay.
So Can't Stop Raving, of course, is a super cool title. During the pandemic, you started to stream on Twitch, which you called I Can't Stop Streaming. That's a pretty clever title. What can you tell about I Can't Stop Streaming?
I have to be honest. I'm a really honest guy.
That's deep.
because there's this German band called Deichkind, and Deichkind had a song called Can't Stop Streaming, and Can't Stop Streaming remembered me so much of my own song Can't Stop Raving, because it's like had similarities for me. So I thought, why not use this as a show name? So So
that's how it started.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
And through the pandemic, as you said, it was like so I had like 2019, like a really busy year with going on tour. I had like over like 80 shows all over the place, and with the pandemic, it started to go down to zero. And I love to play, and I thought I have to do something. So I got used to OBS and Twitch and YouTube, and put a channel together and tried to do like a 1 hour show on every Friday at 7 o'clock to do like new songs, old songs, like talk with people, talk with fans and stuff. And that was that helped me a lot through the pandemic, and maybe I reached to new people, and because there was from Japan, from America, everyone was tuning in, and through all the like Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I did Facebook, but Facebook always like
the copyright strike.
Yeah, they strike like 20 minutes. They off. So I reached like 200 to 500 people during each show. And it was really busy on Twitch, so everyone started streaming. But it was a lot of fun, and I tried like some new records, old stuff, like it was great fun for us.
Yeah, it was a good way to stay connected. But
yes.
So are you still doing these shows?
I don't have time to prepare all this because
Kickstart again.
Like this week I'm here in Holland. Next week I'm going to be back somewhere else, and it's I have to finish things and stuff, and the preparation for a show is always like a day before, then the complete day, cleaning up all the mess in the studio, set up everything. So it takes quite a lot of time
to get everything ready.
But
that's what the people usually don't see, right? They think, he's gonna play music for like an hour. Nice. So you're back doing live shows again. For the people that have never seen you play live, what can they expect when they go see you?
It just depends on my mood. No. I'm always so happy to play for an audience, but it depends on what venue and which country I play, because I'm always like jumping between the styles. So if I'm in Holland and maybe playing like on a DEFCON festival, I play really hard and fast. And if I'm playing like a small club in Germany, I'm maybe more into like electronic stuff. So I maybe go down to 130 BPM and start my set like from there to get the people going.
But it's also good for you, because then you don't have to play like the same stuff like all over again.
Yeah.
So what is the craziest or weirdest thing that did ever happen during a gig?
A very painful thing is happening, because that was back in the days when we had like live shows, and we were in this huge club, and they didn't tell me that the stage moves up. So I ran on stage, and when I ran on stage, it moved up, and I bumped into this thing, and it was like bleeding mad, but I couldn't stop the shooting because everything was running, because everything was playback and stuff, and so I had to go behind the keyboard and do my show. It was so painful. And at the end we only had like a 25-minute show, so it wasn't that bad, but afterwards I had to go to the production to see how my machine bind was.
And this was in the time that there was no mobile phones with recording.
No. But there are also different things like women come on stage and lift in their shirts, but that's usually for every DJ.
So are there still countries you would love to play at?
I would love to go to Japan. I had the chance once, but it didn't take place. I would really love to go there to play, because different culture, how people react. And I've been to a long time ago. I've been to Australia, which was really great to play there. I would love to go there again.
And they know how to party.
Yeah. But I love Holland.
Yeah.
I'm like 80%. I'm in Holland, and I feel really, really comfortable here.
Good. That's what we like to hear. In the previous interview, we already spoke about the fact that the Dune project turns 30 in 2025.
Yes.
During the year, she released a lot of albums and singles, but there are still a few Dune tracks, such as Around the World and Forever Young, which were never released as a single. Who did decide which tracks were going to be singles and which tracks were going to be album-only tracks?
Yeah, that was us in the studio back in the days, and the record company, which says that would fit after the other. We need because you always needed something to sing.
Yeah,
a lot of vocals, a lot of melodies. So most of the times it was it's like a Blaupause, blue post, like a.
I'll try to think.
Like a pattern.
Oh yeah.
So for the record company, if you have an album, you've got to have 3 singles on the album. So if you have 10 tracks, 3 of them have to be like quality of a single. Everything else can be like tracks.
Yeah.
So that was the philosophy of record companies back in the days. Yeah. So what I really fancy about doing music now is that you don't have to think album. So you can focus on the music you're doing at the moment. You don't have to focus on the whole thing. For some bands, it's really cool to do an album, to tell a story, to intro, put tracks together afterwards. But for dance music, it's not really necessary, because it's the music happens in the moment. Yeah. if you have a concept, it's maybe different. But for me, if I have an idea, that's the idea. So it is not necessary to put this like in 10 tracks or 12 tracks or whatsoever. So
and you can just release it whenever you want.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So are there still album-only tracks which should have been a single, according to you?
No, I don't see any track would be released as a single.
No.
So no, I'm fine with all the decisions we made from the perspective of releasing the music.
Yeah. So are there still unreleased Dune tracks from back in the day that are finished but never came out for whatever?
Not finished. Yeah. There are like lots of ideas which are laying around on different hard drives and duct tape
for 20 years.
Yeah, even more, even longer. But no, they're just basic ideas. I listen to them from time to time, but
no. Okay. So are there also still Dune tracks that got a release but that you don't really like anymore? No.
I think they're all fine.
Yeah.
For that time.
Yeah, for that. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
So do you still listen to the older Dune albums from time to time?
Yeah, if I like invited to shows and people point out that maybe like a request, can you play that song maybe into them? Then I go back to the first album maybe and listen to Up or Spies or whatever on that album is, and I try to think where to put it on the beginning or the end of the show. So
yeah, okay, good. And what kind of music do you listen to in your spare time?
Everything. I mean, a lot of dance music, obviously, because if I prepare sets and like I did with the concept streaming shows, I had to listen to a lot of like dance music on Hard Dance, on Spotify, on SoundCloud, everywhere. So and I love to be inspired by music.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm also like in ambient music and I listen to dance music. I listen to James Hype sets sometimes if I'm in the mood, or go to YouTube and listen to other DJ sets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not stuck in
one genre. That's good. So do you have like a favorite band or act?
I used to do Prince parties. Did you know that?
No.
Yes, because I was a huge Prince fan. So, and the music around Prince is like huge.
Yeah,
so, like we got the family. Everybody knows like
Sheena Easton and yeah. That was the Vanity 6.
Yeah. The family did Nothing Compares to You. Everybody thinks it was
Sinead
O'Connor, but it wasn't. It was
Prince wrote it.
Yeah, and wrote it for the family. It was a cover version, and yeah, I did like in a Münster club called Odeon. I did this Prince parties, and it was packed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, do you have any hobbies besides music?
Hobbies. Do I have hobbies? Where's my wife? She has the time. Hab ich no hobbies? Do I have hobbies? Awesome. Bitte? Yes, sports. That could be a hobby. Yeah. I love to do sports. I used to jog a lot, but I can't with my back anymore, so it's gone. But I go to the gym I do different kinds of classes, like high intensity trainings and stuff like this. I love to do yoga, which really helps, which gets you really down if you like.
And going on vacation, is that a hobby too?
This is like once a year. Where I told you we're going to Thailand, which is where we found a beautiful place where we really come down. So we go there for 3 weeks, meet some friends over there, and it's beautiful. Yeah, that's
nice.
I mean, I travel a lot when I'm DJing, but this is like different traveling.
If you go to the Netherlands or whatever, different than Thailand. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks a lot for your time. Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much for having me.
Alright, that was it. This week's vlog, my interview with Dune and the story behind Can't Stop Raving. Oliver, thanks a lot for your time. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, make sure to give this video a like, leave a comment in the comment section below, and very important, make sure to subscribe. Also make sure to click the bell button, because then you will get a notification the next time a new vlog is online. And in case you missed it, there's another interview with Dune which is available on my channel already. And in that one he shares the story behind Hardcore Vibes, which was the debut track for Dune. So make sure to check it out. Once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye!